Hello everyone and welcome back to the Denver Broncos franchise. In today's episode, we face off against the 9-4 Cincinnati Bengals, look to extend our winning streak to 9 straight and get to 10 wins on the season. The Bengals are definitely our biggest test since the first 5 weeks of the season, so I think that Denver might be a bit of a fraudulent team, and let me kind of explain why. In the first 5 weeks, we played 5 elite quarterbacks. Whether or not you want to actually call Tua elite, he is elite in Madden at the very least. They killed us week 1. We snuck out a win due to a late interception against the Chargers, but obviously Justin Herbert is elite. And then we played Patrick Mahomes twice and Lamar Jackson once, and we kind of got crushed in all of these games except for obviously the Chargers game. Since then, on our 8-game winning streak, we've played Jimmy Garoppolo, Jameis Winston, Jimmy Garoppolo again, Desmond Ridder, Kyler Murray, who's actually pretty decent, which is I think why Arizona gave us a run for our money, Anthony Richardson, Deshaun Watson, and Kenny Pickett. So all of this is to say we haven't played a great to elite level quarterback since we played the Chiefs in week 5. And now we're facing off against Joe Burrow, who, if you look at the bottom of your screen, is a 98 overall superstar X-Factor quarterback who is playing out of his mind. 3,400 passing yards, 34 touchdowns, and only 1 interception on the whole year. He is playing at the best level of his career, and he is a shoe-in for MVP at this moment, especially with that TD to INT ratio. I do want to show you guys the standings before we get started. In the AFC North, of course, the Bengals are 9-4, the Ravens are 9-4, the Browns are 5-8, and the Steelers are 3-10. In the South, the Colts are 9-4, the Jags are 7-6, the Titans are 4-9, and the Texans are 3-10. In the East, the Bills are 10-3, currently the 1 seed in the AFC. Dolphins are 9-4, Patriots 4-9, Jets 4-9, and in the AFC West, we lead the way at 9-4. The Chiefs are 7-6, just barely above 500, and then the Raiders and Chargers not far behind at 6-7. In the NFC North, the Vikings are 8-5, the Lions are 6-7, the Packers are 5-8, and the Bears are 3-10. The NFC South, the Panthers are 9-4. This is who we finish our season against. Falcons are 7-6, the Bucks are 4-9, and the Saints are 3-10. In the NFC East, the Cowboys are 12-1, the Eagles are 9-4, the Giants are 7-6, and the Commies are 4-9. And in the NFC West, the Rams are 8-5, the Cardinals are 7-6, the Seahawks are 6-7, and the 49ers are 6-7. I already did the weekly training, and there are no injuries to report other than the ones that already existed. If we take a look at the playoff picture, the Bills are the 1 seed, we are the 2 seed playing the Jags, the Colts are the 3 seed facing the Dolphins, and the Baltimore Ravens are the 5 seed facing off against the 4 seed Bengals as it stands currently. Whoever wins this game between the Broncos and the Bengals is locked in essentially as the 2 seed and would have to lose at least 1 more game to lose that position. Anyways, let's not waste any more time. Let's get into game day against the Bengals. Back in Ohio for the second time in 3 weeks. We played the Browns not too long ago and won that game. We'll see if we can beat the Bengals today, but if we look at Joe Burrow's stats, I mean, he is just playing out of his mind. Tyler Huntley's stats not quite as good, a lot more interceptions, that's for sure. So Denver will start with the football today. Evan McPherson gets us kicked off, and back to return is Britton Venable. And for once, I'll bring it out. I never do this. Oh, there was a lane for a split second. I thought he was gone. Venable unable to get back to the 25, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 23 for the first time today for Denver. Javonte Williams in the backfield. He'll take the carry and only gets a couple yards. On 2nd and 8 from the 25, Huntley back to pass. Gonna hit Jerry Jeudy, makes the catch. Beats one man and jukes out another. Gets to the 43 and then exits with an injury. He's been very injured all season. You hate to see that. On 2nd and 10 from the 43, Spears in the backfield will be the carry for the first time for him today, and that is a pickup of 1. So Jerry Jeudy already back from his injury. It clearly was not very serious. On 3rd and 9, we're back to pass. Gonna try to hit a touch pass to Mims, but it is broken up, and that will be 4th down for Denver, and we'll have to punt it away. There's a flag down on the punt, and I think it's going to be running into the kicker. It might be a fresh set of downs for Denver. Roughing the kicker. 2 players dived at Riley Dixon's legs, and now we get the ball back. So an unforced error for the Bengals means that Denver has the ball again from the Cincinnati 41. 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Tajay Spears has some running room to the outside. Gets a pickup of 4. On 2nd and 6 from the 36, Huntley back to pass. Hits Rashad Winters, and he has it knocked out. 3rd and 6, 1 for 4 so far for Huntley. 3rd down and 6 from the 36. Huntley back to pass, finds Jerry Jeudy. He's got the first down, tiptoes across the sideline until he's out of bounds at the 24. Jerry Jeudy has been playing extremely well in the last 3 or 4 weeks. First and 10, handoff, Javonte Williams. A lot of running room here to the left side of the field. He's inside the 10, trucks over one defender, and is brought down at the 8. Javonte Williams, a big carry. So make it first and goal from the 8. Huntley out of the shotgun. Will hand it off to Javonte Williams, and he goes nowhere this time. In fact, he goes backwards. And it'll be second and goal from the 10. On second and goal, Huntley will look to throw this time. Has Chester Truman to the left side. Can't punch it in, but gets to the 3. And it'll be third down. Third and goal from the 3. Huntley back to throw. Looking for Mims. The other side of the end zone. He makes the grab, and it's a touchdown for the Broncos. Marvin Mims, a leaping attempt, not the best throw from Huntley, and he's into the end zone. 6 points on the board for Denver. We'll take a look at this one more time as Mims had to extend and then still managed to get both feet in before getting pushed out of the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. So here comes Joe Burrow and this Bengals offense. Got a lot to worry about here. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Joe Mixon. A lot of really excellent players on this Bengals team, including the man at the helm. That's Joe Burrow, who makes an excellent throw to T. Higgins, who breaks away. Does he have the speed to get to the end zone? He's at the 10. He's into the end zone on one play. The Bengals have tied it up. T. Higgins broke a tackle. I'm not sure who it was. I think it was probably Damari Mathis. And he just breaks away down the field. Joe Burrow, even under some pressure from Baron Browning, still completes that pass. And an excellent block there from Jamar Chase as well. And that is a touchdown for Cincinnati just like that. So a bit of a crazy drive, last drive for Denver, as we probably should have had to punt it away, but got to keep the ball after a penalty and managed to score off of that. So like to see a little bit more out of the offense this drive. From the 25, starting the drive is Tajay Spears on a carry, jukes to the outside and has a huge gain near midfield. They'll call him down at the 50. First and 10 for Denver. So from the 50 on first and 10, look to throw, dump this off to tight end Rashad Winters. He's got another first down, and he's to the 37 before he's shoved out. From the 37 on first and 10, it's a handoff. Tajay Spears cuts this back to the middle of the field, gets a few extra yards for his efforts, and it'll be second down. Second and 4 now. Huntley will look to throw. Going to step up and maybe look to run, slides down, in fact dives down. I forgot he doesn't know how to slide at the 26. So from the 26, it'll be play action. Huntley will dump this off to Spears. Can't make one man miss, but does have a pickup of 8. It'll be second and 2. From the 18, second down, it's Javonte Williams in the backfield. He's got a good carry, only one man to beat. Runs him over and punches it into the end zone. Touchdown, Javonte Williams. An excellent day on the ground so far for both of our running backs. They're both finding lanes. They're both running over or juking past defenders. And they're both helping lead the way for more points for the Broncos. Let's see if the Bengals can manage to score in one play again. First and 10 from the 25. Burrow back to pass. Finds his man. And that is a drop from Tyler Boyd. That might have been a touchdown. On second and 10, Burrow under center. Will hand off to Mixon this time, and he's got good running room to the right side, eventually brought down by Caden Stearns, but he does pick up 18 on this occasion. I've changed the cornerback matchup, so PS2 should be in coverage on Jamar Chase going forward. My main concern is that T. Higgins isn't going to have great coverage on him. Tyler Boyd makes a grab. Pat Surtain has to bring him down. It was honestly good coverage by Drew Sanders, but just a better play by Tyler Boyd. Joe Burrow gets the ball out very, very quickly. On first and 10 from the 44. Under some pressure from Sanders. That's dropped by Alberto. Maybe punched out by Caden Stearns. So on second down after the incompletion, Burrow calling an audible. Looks to throw again. Off balance down the field. That's intercepted by Pat Surtain. What a play by PS2. An errant throw from Joe Burrow, who was running to his left and just still tried to make it happen. It was underthrown, and PS2 gets his 11th on the year. And notably, this is Joe Burrow's second interception on the season. Only his second. So the Broncos take over from their own 8 after the PS2 interception. First and 10. 2 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Tajay Spears makes a man miss. gets to the 20, down at the 21, and it's a 1st and 10 for Denver. From the 21 on 1st and 10, back to passes. Huntley finds Chester Truman, who makes the grab. That was a crazy throw from Tyler Huntley, really well placed, and it's going to be a 1st down, Chester Truman. From the 43, Huntley dumps this off to Winters. Makes one man miss, but then gets stood up at the 48. It'll be 2nd and 1. 2nd down from the 48. Huntley hands off Spears, and he may have gotten the first. They will give him the yardage, and that'll be the end of the 1st quarter. 2nd quarter underway here. It's a handoff to Javonte Williams up the gut, breaks a tackle, and goes down to the 40. That is a pickup of 7. 2nd and 3 from the 40. Chester Truman is in the backfield, and this will be a throw to him. Try to get him in open space. He makes one man miss. Can't make the next man miss, but goes down at the 31. Another pickup for Chester Truman. From the 31, it's 1st and 10. Play action. Tyler Huntley looks to throw. Has Chester Truman wide open. He makes the catch, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Chester Truman looking to be back to his old self this week. Has several catches and a touchdown already. And Denver will extend the lead. The offense looking very, very good so far today. So Joe Burrow, after throwing his 2nd interception on the season, back on the field from the 25. It's a handoff. Joe Mixon. Drew Sanders is there. Mixon powers forward for a yard, but only 1 yard. It gets 2nd and 9 from the 26. Empty set, Joe Burrow. And double safety blitz for us. And Tyler Boyd got killed by Drew Sanders there. Incomplete. 3rd down. What can Burrow manage? Out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Has plenty of time. Rolls to his left again. Throwing crossbody. This time it works. It's Tyler Boyd. Makes the catch. And it's a 1st down for the Bengals. So a false start penalty pushed the Bengals back. It'll be 1st and 15 from the 36. As Burrow will fake to Mixon and then throw to him instead, and he makes the grab. Drew Sanders was in coverage, tried to pick it off, and Mixon gets pushed out of bounds at the 33, but it's a huge gain for the Bengals. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. As Burrow throws, launches one down the field. It's for Jamar Chase, and Pat Surtain broke it up. 2nd and 10 from the 33. Burrow from under center. It is a handoff to Mixon. Nick Bonito's there. Can't make the tackle, but Tyreek Stevenson comes in and helps him out. 3rd and 10. From the 33, it is 3rd down and 10 to go. Burrow throwing quickly. Caught by Jamar Chase inside the 10. He beat PS2. That is going to be a great matchup today, and it's going to be 1st and goal for Cincinnati. From the 7, 1st down, goal to go. Has plenty of time and finds Joe Mixon in the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. When they don't turn the ball over, this offense is incredibly potent. We couldn't stop anything, it felt like, on this drive, and that is 6 more on the board for the Bengals. It'll be 21-14. So a bad return by Britton Venable will see Denver start from their own 18, 1st and 10. It's handoff Javonte Williams. He's up the gut. He's got another good carry, runs over another defender, and gets to the 34. 57 yards on 6 rushes for him today. So from the 34, it's 1st and 10, and it's play action. And we'll just dump this off to Marvin Mims, who makes the grab, but only has a pickup of 2. From the 36, it's 2nd and 8. Huntley will throw for Chester Truman, who makes the catch. Can't get past Logan Wilson and goes down at the 47. From the 47, it's 1st and 10, and it's Tajay Spears back in the backfield. Can't break the 1 tackle. It's only a pickup of 2. 2nd and 8 from the 49. Back to pass again, finding Marvin Mims. And it'll be 3rd and 3 after a short gain. 3rd down for Denver from the 45. Has Chester Truman deep. And it's caught by Truman, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Chester Truman beat his man off the line. I don't know how you ever do press coverage against a guy with that kind of speed. And Tyler Huntley, his pass was good enough. Chester Truman can run down pretty much any throw, so just throw it down the field and see what he can do, and it's another touchdown for Chester Truman. 1st and 10 from the 25, Cincinnati takes back over. Really, it's just they need their defense to get a stop. Burrow finds Albert O, who has a 1st down at the 35. Their offense has been pretty good outside of the 1 interception. In fact, they've been really good outside of the 1 interception, but the defense just cannot seem to stop this Broncos offense, as that is a catch for Tyler Boyd and a pickup of 5. 3rd and 5 from the 41 for Joe Burrow and the Bengals. Out of the shotgun with Mixon to his left. He will look to throw under pressure again. Drew Sanders forces a fumble. It's recovered by Zach Allen. Nothing but green in front of him. He's to the 10. He's to the 5. He's in the end zone. Burrow couldn't chase him down. Drew Sanders forces a fumble. Zach Allen recovers it for a fumble 6. Denver playing out of their minds these last 9 weeks, really, as Drew Sanders, the young up-and-coming middle linebacker, gets it to his DT, and that's 6 for Denver. PAT makes it 35-14 here in the first half. That is good. And Denver with a massive lead heading into halftime in about 2 minutes' time. So the Bengals turn it over again, and that's really what is killing them this week. As on 1st and 10, Burrow throws. And I'm not sure who he was targeting there. Either way, it's incomplete. So on 2nd down, 2 minutes left to play. Burrow throws, finds his man. That's T. Higgins who makes the grab. It'll be 1st down. If the Bengals can score on this drive, they do start with the ball in the second half. So it's not out of reach by any means. They just need a touchdown here and a touchdown on their first possession of the second half. That's Albert O on the reception. Drew Sanders couldn't keep up in coverage. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 40. From the 40, it's 1st and 10. Burrow calling an audible before snapping it. Out of the shotgun. Fakes to Mixon. Throws quickly. Finds. Is that Higgins again? It is. 1st and 10 to the 29. 1 minute left to play here in the first half. As Burrow has entered the zone. Out of the shotgun. Will fire and is intercepted by Tyreek Stevenson. Joe Burrow came into today with 1 interception, and now he's going to leave with at least 3. Tyreek Stevenson gets another pick for him on the season, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Denver from the 26, thanks to number 26. 2nd and 9 from the 28. Huntley will look to throw, and under some pressure, hit as he throws, was looking for Marvin Mims. It'll be 3rd down. 3rd down and 9 from the 28. It's a handoff to Tajay Spears and nearly had a lane, but it's going to be 4th down. The Bengals will call a timeout. So there's 8 seconds left for Cincinnati, and I really felt like they needed to score on that last drive before the Joe Burrow pick, as Mixon goes nowhere, and I think they're just going to let it go to half. So it is halftime here in Cincinnati, and Denver with a huge lead, up 35-14. 35 offensive snaps, and we have 35 points. That is pretty wild. Taking a look around the league to see what we've got going on elsewhere. The Chargers are visiting the Steelers and are losing 7-14 at the moment. The Patriots visiting the Titans, and the Titans are up 13-0. Will Levis is officially their starter, by the way, though Russell Wilson is still on their roster. And finally, the Chiefs playing against the Saints have won that game 21-15 and improved to 8-6. So we start the second half. The Bengals have the ball, and they absolutely have to score on this drive to stand any chance. So from the 25, it's Mixon on the carry, gets tripped up by Devin Bush and goes down at the 30. So from the 30 on 2nd down and 5, Burrow from under center. He will keep it and look to throw. Downfield has Chase, who barely doesn't outrun PS2. That could have been a touchdown there, but it's to the 38 in Denver territory for the Bengals. 1st and 10 from the 38 after the big play. Burrow under center, looks to throw again. Finds Tyler Boyd. Damari Mathis makes a hell of a play, and it's incomplete. I am shocked that Damari Mathis has not had a breakout scenario this season. He has been playing out of his mind the whole year, and Mixon breaks a Drew Sanders tackle and gets to the 32, a pickup of 5. 3rd down, 5 to go. Burrow out of the shotgun with Mixon in the backfield. But it will be a throw for Burrow. Finds Tyler Boyd, makes the grab, beat Damari Mathis on this occasion, and he's to the 16 in the red zone. Go the Bengals. So from the 16, it is 1st and 10, and Burrow throws quickly, finds Okwebunam. I'm surprised I remembered how to say his last name, Albert O. 1st and goal to the 4. From the 4, 1st and goal. Joe Burrow is throwing again, has Chase, and he's got the touchdown. He keeps challenging PS2, and it's working on some occasions and not on others, which is what I would expect against an elite wide receiver like Jamar Chase. PAT is good, and Zach Allen did leave with injury on that last play, but it's nothing too serious. 1st and 10 for Denver, up 35-21. This game's not over by any means. This Bengals offense has been really, really good when not turning the ball over. They've just turned it over 3 times. 2nd and 7 from the 28. Huntley back to pass. has his tight end. That's Rashad Winters, and he's to the 40. That's a first down. A really excellent day so far for Tyler Huntley. 1st and 10 from the 40. It's play action. Huntley will look to throw. Has a lot of running room in front of him and dives down at the 48. And that'll be 1st and 10 for Denver. From the 48, Tajay Spears in the backfield, and will go to him. Tries to cut it back up the lane. Only has a pickup of 2. This Bengals defense needs some stops to get themselves back in this game. On 2nd and 8 from the 47, it's a handoff. Javonte Williams, an excellent block from Jerry Jeudy. Javonte Williams breaks a tackle and then is getting tackled actively by Chester Truman. Goes down at the 40. It's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Tajay Spears is checked back into the game from the 40. It is a handoff to him, and he's got the first down yardage to the 37. Fresh set of downs for Denver. From the 37, Huntley will throw for Mims. Surprised that Tajay Spears got out of the way in time. That'll be a pickup of 7, and we'll hand it off to number 21, and he's got a first down again to the 27. It's just been slow, methodical offense on this drive for Denver, and it's been working. We've killed a ton of clock in the process. 1st and 10 from the 27. Huntley back to pass. Has Chester Truman, and he's got another touchdown on the day. Chester Truman, what is that, his 2nd touchdown today? Having an excellent performance after a couple of down weeks, at least for his standards. And it'll be more points on the board for the Broncos. Should be 42-21 pending the PAT. From the 25, the Bengals take back over. And at this point, it pretty much feels over. Their defense can't stop anything, and Joe Burrow goes down. It's Zach Allen in the backfield with a sack. 2nd and 17 coming up. The 18, 2nd and a long 17. Burrow throws, quickly caught by Higgins. Brought down by one of either Caden Stearns or Cameron Bynum. I didn't see the number, but it'll be 3rd and 11. 3rd and long from the 24. Burrow looks to throw. Running out of time, rolling to his left, and throws it away. On 3rd down and 11. It's 4th down, and I'm guessing they'll punt this away. They did indeed punt it away, and Denver takes over from the 33. And this game just already feels over for the most part. Rashad Winters makes a grab here. It's to the 50, and there's a flag down on the play. We'll see who this is on. A face mask. I didn't see the face mask, but I will take the additional 15. From the 34, it's 1st and 10. Handoff. Tajay Spears cuts this back and has a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7 from the 32. Empty set here for Huntley, who probably should have been picked off there. He had Jerry Jeudy, but just missed the throw. 3rd and 7 from the 32. Huntley looks to throw, has Chester Truman, but he can't outrun the last defender. And finally, the Bengals keep the Broncos out of the end zone. It'll be 4th and 2, and we'll settle for that field goal. Tanner Brown's kick is up, and it is right down the middle. And it is 45-21 for Denver. From the 25, the Bengals take over once again. It's about to be the 4th quarter, and they're handing it off to Joe Mixon, and I guess for good reason. This is a huge carry to the 48, a massive pickup for Mixon, and it'll be 1st and 10 around midfield. So that brings us to the 4th quarter, and the Bengals are down by 24. From the 49, it's 2nd and 10, and Burrow has time, steps up in the pocket, fires, and it is punched out of T. Higgins' hands by Tyreek Stevenson. 3rd down. Just feels like everything is going right for the Broncos today against a really, really good Cincinnati Bengals team. 3rd and 10 from the 49. And Burrow, running out of time, steps up in the pocket, throws cross body. What a dot from Joe Burrow to Albert O at the 29. Burrow throws cross body all of the time, evidently. 1st and 10 from the 29. Mixon brought down by Baron Browning. 2nd and 10 from the 29, and it'll be a fake to Mixon. Burrow throws, finds his man. That's T. Higgins. He holds on this time. He's down at the 15. It's a 1st and 10 for the Bengals. They probably need to speed up the pace of play. Very little time left to make a 24-point comeback. From the 15, it's 1st and 10. Burrow empty and throws, finds his man. That is caught by Tyler Boyd, a pickup of 6. So they're now inside the 10 and still kind of just taking their sweet time. There's only 8 minutes left to play in the entire game. It's a fake and then a throw, caught, and down at the 1. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1 for Cincinnati after that play, as Burrow under center, I formation, Hands it off to Joe Mixon, and he punches it in. Touchdown, Bengals. Cutting into this lead, it'll only be a 17-point lead for Denver, with a little over 7 minutes left to play in the game. They're actually attempting to go for 2. I guess that makes sense because it is a 3-possession lead if they get 8 points 3 times. Burrow rolling, throwing. What a throw from Joe Burrow. Gets it to Jamar Chase, and it's 45-29. Denver now only up by 16. So the Bengals absolutely have to get a stop here to stand any chance. From the 25, it's a handoff. Tajay Spears, and that is a good start for Cincinnati. A loss of 2 for Spears. On 2nd and 12 from the 23 after the loss, Huntley back to pass. Finds Spears on this occasion, and he's got a 3rd and short. 3rd and 3 from the 32. Handoff up the middle, Javonte Williams, and he got the first down yardage before he goes down at the 36, and time is ticking away for the Bengals. 1st and 10. Huntley hands off Spears, and another good run stop for Cincinnati. 2nd and 11. 2nd down, 11 to go from the 35. Gonna look downfield, taking a shot for Jerry Jeudy, and he makes the grab. He's past the 30s to the 20 before he's pushed out of bounds, and it'll be 1st and 10 in the red zone for the Broncos. That almost has to be the dagger. 1st and 10 from the 20. Huntley back to pass. Looking for Truman, and he makes the grab, and he's got a touchdown again. That is 4, count them, 4 touchdowns on the day for Chester Truman. Talk about having yourself a day. This is definitely the day of his career so far, his very young career, and he is on pace to win Rookie of the Year. That is for sure. 1st and 10 from the 25, this game all but over, but I'm sure Joe Burrow will give it his best shot. Looking to throw, has a man down the field that's caught by Tyler Boyd, but his feet were out of bounds. From the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Burrow throws, finds his man. Brought down at the 39 is T. Higgins, and it looks like he might be a little shaken up. Apparently he was fine, but it looked like he was doing some type of injury animation. 1st and 10 from the 39 after the T. Higgins pickup. Joe Burrow out of the shotgun. Has time, fires, finds Boyd, who is to the Denver 47. Outside of the 2 interceptions, it's honestly been a pretty good day for Joe Burrow. I guess that's like saying outside of all the bad things, all the good things have been good. As this is a catch for Jamar Chase, breaks the PS2 tackle, goes down to the 27, and they're in the hurry up. Burrow, out of the shotgun, takes the snap, fires quickly, that's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 27, as Burrow will look to throw again. Fires, and knocked away by Damari Mathis. That was triple coverage he was looking for T. Higgins in. Empty set, Joe Burrow, 3rd and 10, 3 minutes left to play here in the game. And Burrow fires quickly, finds Alberto. That's punched out, though, by Drew Sanders. It's 4th and 10. Obviously, they need a touchdown here. They need 3 of them, as a matter of fact. 4th and 10 from the 27. Burrow stepping up in the pocket. Has tons of green, is not looking to run, throws, it's tipped away, and it's incomplete. Denver takes over. I just don't why didn't he run for it? He had the first down in the palm of his hands just to break the 4th wall. Normally I commentate like it's a real game, but like the logic has to be better for Madden. Joe Burrow in real life gets a touchdown on the ground maybe here. Look at all this green in front of him. He can just angle straight to the pylon. This honestly should be a rushing touchdown for Joe Burrow. Where is he going? And it's not like it was 4th and goal from, what are they at, the 30, the 25, the 27? He doesn't have to hit the end zone. He could have just gotten the first down as well. Like, the logic is so bad. I'm running this all day, every day. You know, like 40-year-old Tom Brady a year ago that can't run worth anything. He's running for this and he's getting the first. I'll try to just get us through the end of this game quickly. Clearly this one is over. Javonte Williams, what a carry. That spin move was kind of sick. And that is the end of the game. Denver wins 52-29. An incredible performance from the offense, an incredible performance from the defense. And I gotta be honest with you guys, I don't enjoy winning like this. Like, I think if you look at this Broncos roster on paper and you look at this Bengals roster on paper, we're a way worse team. And it was a really big challenge through the first 5 weeks. And I don't know what changed. I didn't change my sliders. I didn't change anything really. I don't know if a title update made things a lot easier. The only thing that really changed is I brought in Tyler Huntley, and I don't even think think he's played like super well. Obviously today he was absolutely insane, but I don't know, going forward I think I'm gonna completely screw up the sliders, and maybe I'll show you guys that after this. And I just want it to be super difficult. We should not be winning against the Bengals as easily as we are. And I lowered our interception slider going into this game. I didn't like the fact that PS2 is on pace to break the interception record, and he didn't get a single one through the first 6 weeks, and now he has 11 on the season with 3 weeks left to play. Joe Burrow, who only threw 1 pick the entire rest of the season, throws 2 against us. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And Joe Burrow played really well, to be honest with you. The completion percentage obviously a little low. The touchdowns are fine. Obviously interceptions are bad, but like he got killed by Tyler Huntley at 157.4 rating, 82% completion percentage, 344 yards, 5 touchdowns, no picks. Like that is just disgusting from Tyler Huntley. Tajay Spears had 67 yards on 18 attempts, 3.7 a carry. Javonte Williams was really good today, 10 for 76 with 1 touchdown. Receiving, Chester Truman had himself I guess it's a breakout performance despite how good he's been all season. 9 for 178 and 4 touchdowns. Goodness. Marvin Mims had 4 catches. They were all very, very short yardage, but did have a touchdown. Trod Winters had 4 for 53. Jerry Jeudy only had 3 catches, but went for a lot of yards, 77 total. Tajay Spears had a couple catches. Javonte had a couple catches. Defensively, Tyreek Stevenson had an interception. Pat Surtain had an interception. If we look at TFLs, Baron Browning had 1, Zach Allen had 1, Stevenson and Drew Sanders had 1, and then sacks, Zach Allen and Drew Sanders had 1. Drew Sanders, of course, had the strip sack that led to a fumble 6 for Zach Allen, actually, so quite the duo they were today. After the game, our 2 best wide receivers have an upgrade, one of them being Chester Truman, and he really kind of just needs to work on that medium route running if he can. I would also love to get his catching up, but he doesn't really have a lot of drops, to be honest with you. None of these in particular focus on medium route running, so I'll just do playmaker still just to keep him as a scheme fit, because if I did a different one, he wouldn't be a scheme fit anymore. +5 awareness for Chester Truman. What an upgrade. That is crazy. And he gets an ability slot. Energizer, I think, is a great ability for him. He has very low stamina, so being able to get his stamina back upon juking somebody out is fantastic for him. I was going to go change it, but I actually like that one. And then Jerry Jeudy with an upgrade as well. And all around, he's just a very good player. Would love to get his release up maybe a little bit. So we'll focus on deep threat for him, and a big upgrade coming his way, +2 awareness, 1 catch in traffic, 1 catching, 1 deep route running, and 1 release for Jerry Jeudy. So the Broncos are 10-4, and in the next episode, we'll face off against the New Orleans Saints, who are struggling at 3-11, and I think are the only team so far we've played this season that have a worse overall than us. But before I end the episode, I'm showing you guys this. We go to the gameplay sliders. This is what I have it set to, and these are Matt 10 sliders for the most part. I've made some minor adjustments. Matt 10 has his interception set at 35. I have them set at 30. I'm gonna go even lower than that. I'm going down to 20. Pass defense reaction time, probably a little too high as well. I'm gonna go all the way down to 60. It should not be this easy. The only person that should be absolutely dominating wide receivers most of the time is PS2. Our pass coverage, I think, is a little too good. I'm going down to 45. I actually think the tackling's in a good spot. Matt 10 changed this in his most recent slider update from 52 down to 50. And I think more broken tackles is a good thing. Matt 10 actually has the QB accuracy set to 42, but I think the QBs are playing terribly. I'm going up to 60 at least. I might go higher than this. Pass blocking, I do think should be a little bit better, but sometimes they just get completely locked in. So I don't want to go all the way up to 40, but I do think that we get to the passer a little bit too easily, considering that we don't really have an elite pass rusher. We just have a couple like good to solid to very good, probably not even great pass rushers. Wide receiver catching, I think that their wide receivers drop the ball a little too much. I'm going up to 52 for this. Run blocking, the running game hasn't been great for them, but sometimes this is another one where it's really hit or miss. Sometimes they have excellent runs, sometimes it sucks. I'll go up a little bit. I'm going to go to 23. Ball security, I'm going up to 50 for them. We don't force a lot of fumbles, and this is mostly about fumbles. Pass defense reaction time, I'm going to turn this up for the CPU. We're going to go all the way to 60. Their interceptions, I think, are at a good spot. I feel like they pick off what they should pick off. I don't want to turn it up too much more because then they kind of become magnets. I'm turning up the pass coverage. I'm going up to 60 for this as well. And the tackling, again, I think is in a good spot. There's a decent chunk of broken tackles. And you know what, now that I'm thinking about it, I think that our running game is a little too good. So I'm going to go down to 17 for run blocking. Again, I don't want to go down too far. So these will be the new sliders I'm playing with. I know that it's best to go to the main menu and then import them, so I probably will do that between episodes, but I just kind of want to show you guys what I plan to do. I need it to be harder. We should not be killing the Bengals the way we just did. But anyway, Denver improves to 10-4, and we've pretty much locked in a playoff spot at this point, I would assume. Let's even take a look at the playoff picture. If if we're the 1 seed, I'm going to freak out. No, we're still the 2 seed. The Ravens are the 1 seed now. I did see that the Bills and the Dolphins actually tied in this past week, so they are the 4 and the 5 seed now. So I'm going to keep playing to win every single week. That's how I like to play, but I need the game to be more of a challenge. We probably should be losing a good chunk of these games. Like, this Broncos team should not be 10-4. It should be, honestly, it should be more like 4-10 or like 5-9. It's not super realistic, and realism is what makes these fun for me. Like, if it's this easy to win now, imagine when we have a good quarterback and all of these guys who are developing right now are developed in like a year or two. We're going to go undefeated at that point. So I just need it to be a bit more of a challenge, and right now it is not. So anyways, that's going to do it for this episode. In the next one, we'll face off against the Saints, see if we can extend the win streak to 10 in a row, and it's a pretty good opponent to go up against. They are 3-11, as I mentioned. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate the continuous support. If you find yourself coming back on the regular and you aren't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that sub button for me. It does help me out a lot, and we're trying to hit 1,000 by the end of the year, and that is coming up very, very fast. But I will see you guys in the next one, where we'll face off against the Saints.